Hi, everyone. We're back with a new concept. This is Love Blind, a podcast where we normally cover Netflix's Love is Blind. But now we are covering Netflix's Age of Attraction, Season 1, all 8 episodes. I'm here with my co-host, Shelly.
Hey, everyone.
We're going to dig into it. So we're going to do a little summary short of our thoughts on the show in general. We're going to break down each of the couples as pairs and give our thoughts and post a bunch of shorts about it. All 8 episodes. We're just going to do a full dish on everything. Short season. Let's see if people like it. So check it out. We're going to have little bits and bites. Check it out. So, Age of Attraction is Netflix's new hit series. I don't know. It's got a season 2 renewal. So, if you can stomach it, we'll make it back. You want to tell us about the concept of the show and why I don't think you were stoked about it?
I got through it.
Spoiler alert, she was suffering through the show. For you guys, for the audience.
It did get better. It did get better a little bit. Yeah, so the premise of the show is there's, 12, 16 women, 12 to 16 men. I'm not really sure what the numbers are actually. And they range anywhere in age from 22 to 60. And they kind of just throw them all together in what looks like a camp.
Oh, it was 20 each, actually.
Oh, it was 20 each. Okay,
that's a lot. 40 total contestants, I'm pretty sure. It was something great.
Yeah. Okay. 1 in 20 chance of finding love, right? 5% chance of meeting someone? No, I don't know how you look at
that. Well, I mean, it's a 0% chance if everyone there is a dude.
Yeah, so they throw them together what looks like a camp in the wilderness. Like it looks like they're in camp. Yeah, and
that's the thing. It's really interesting because there's very little structure other than you show up and mingle, and the only thing is don't tell anyone your age. And they spoiler again. Look, this is spoiler alerts. We're talking all the way through the whole season. I don't give a they. Oh man, I lost track. Lost track of my thought on that.
They look their age. Is that what you're gonna say?
Oh no, I thought what about people that just are there, the right age, not the right, that aren't that crazy age difference gaps. And then they did have, spoiler alert, they had a montage of all the these people are within 4 years of each other and seem super compatible. We don't care about them. They're garbage. They get their 15 seconds of fame.
I feel like they could have done one or half an episode or something Where Are They Now? Like they did. They didn't actually do Where Are They Now? I think I Googled that after of where every couple was after.
Yeah, they didn't even do that. What's going on, man?
Yeah, there's no reunion episode. No. So there was a reunion podcast on Nick and Natalie's podcast or Nick Viall's podcast. He did have a 3-hour reunion, which I did watch.
This guy and his cross promotions.
Yeah, I just read about it, where the couples were. But yeah, apparently it was a 3-hour podcast. So
that's
yeah.
Okay. Well, there's that.
That's one way to do it. Well, we shouldn't talk about 3-hour podcast. I think we have no room to talk.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. No, they should, but no, they can do a show. But no, I think it was nice they showed that other age appropriate couples, but boy, the couples are just the show. I don't know if it's a great.
I understand the premise of the show. It's just I think when you're putting 20-something-year-olds and 60-year-olds or it's a lot.
Yeah.
And I think it's one thing if you happen to fall for somebody, that's totally legit and that happens and that's great. I think it's another thing where some of the guys in particular were tended to date younger and this is Candyland for them. That to me made it a little ugh, to watch. So there were some couples definitely who I think just fell for someone younger and that's fine. You fall in love with who you love, but it's if you're seeking someone 30 years younger, oh, what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a huge supporter of several of the couples. that seem to have worked out pretty great. So
Yeah.
we'll get into those as we go per couple. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm against it as long as everyone's like on board. Because like
Yeah.
I don't know, how is it that much worse than like Temptation Island or whatever, where it's like,
Yeah.
hey, like grind all up on these people while they're part. I don't even actually, I don't know the premise of Perfect Match, which is what we're going to cover next.
Yeah.
Perfect Match is just a bunch of people making out with each other. Like it's like, hey, we almost, and then we probably did, and then 3 days later, 3 days, the next day, some dude from Australia shows up. So anyway, like
Yeah.
he's making out with everyone. So I'm
Yeah.
like, this is kind of more that's more grotesque to me. So
Yeah.
I have more of a problem with Perfect Match because it just seems obscene to the like, let's just all be, if you want to be that way, that like you can be guy like and boys. I don't care, man. Like you can do it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna judge, but like to me, it's kind of gross. And I don't like that they try to pretend that like there's any, I don't know why. Anyway, that's a whole, we're going to jump into that. Age of
Yeah.
Attraction, I actually thought some of the people were trying and genuinely sort of.
I think so. There were some
might
genuine, yeah, there were some couples that I actually was rooting for. Believe it or not, despite the age difference, there were just others where I just felt very like icky watching them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a mixed bag. And I think it was to that point, it was more the couples that if they were actively seeking someone younger, where I was like,
Yeah.
theme. So yeah, I think actually most of the couples I was kind of rooting for them to some degree. So
Yeah.
yeah. So anyways, they're in the woods together. They go on speed dates, I guess. And then initially, then they kind of start to pair off. They go on other dates. And when they eventually decide they want to be with somebody, they go to the promise room, which is just a log cabin that they basically.
There's also, I believe,
budget for this show.
There's also, I believe, promise rings.
Yeah.
In this whole show, you don't even have to get engaged at the end. The goal isn't even engagement. They're like, do you commit to considering each other?
Do you want a relationship? Well, it's
Now, here's the thing.
than...
I actually support that. None of them, well, spoiler alert, one of them didn't take the note and did propose. So
when you know, you know. Well, I guess it's different from Love is Blind too, because they also they don't live in the same city. So they're all scattered throughout the country. So somebody's got to move at some point.
I think that's my fundamental problem with it is like, what are the odds you meet someone from where
you're from? Very
from, and all of these people are like, boy, how do I move my wife across like the entirety of the, oh god, I'm like on the West Coast, you're on the East Coast, you have children. Oh, like it's almost as if this might be a bad idea. And so like it just is crazy to me that these people are like doing this. And like, yeah, they didn't even do like East Coast, West Coast. Maybe you could do that, right? Do East Coast, West Coast.
I guess in the United States, you know. Good enough.
Close enough. Close enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, so I don't disagree with the premise. I actually enjoyed the show more than I thought I would, mostly because I do think there were some genuine people.
Yeah.
That I feel like the ratio of genuine people to disgusting monsters compared to the last season of Love is Blind is so like Love is Blind was so many more monsters versus like people who actually might kind of want a relationship.
Yeah.
Even if it's for very unhealthy reasons and they should not be doing it, but they do seem genuine. So
there's one person in particular that really just
But like, man, come on. If that dude was 30, would you be any less icked out by his behavior?
No, I'd be equally as icked out. I think his behavior is really icky.
Exactly. I think he's a disgusting monster.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not an age thing, though. I think that's a him thing.
I think
that's a him thing. I think he's a terrible person.
Yeah.
And especially since oh man. The reason of the breakup was just mind blowing. So anyway, these are all teaser clips.
Yeah.
You know, for the shorts for each couple.
But they go to the promise room and then they decide they want to be together, exchange promise rings, and that's when they reveal their ages after they've exchanged the promise rings.
Yep.
And then they move in together, I think, for a couple weeks and see how that goes. And there's a ceremony where they just say they want to stay together or not stay together. And that's the whole show. Yeah.
And they do meet family and friends limited for the
Well,
most
it's like
part.
select family or friends. It's not everybody. It's who chose to come. They don't even know who's showing up for them. So it's like a surprise every time.
Yeah. And this show had significantly more protections around like people who like didn't have close family on. I feel like there were far more people who didn't have close family on.
Yeah.
This was like, oh, you met my friends.
Yeah.
Man. And so it's not that like, so I don't know. It's a lot less serious than Love is Blind, which is great. I think that's a great thing for everybody. Overall, I don't know. What do you think? Watch the show, don't watch the show if you had to recommend.
I think if you're looking for something bingeable and you just want to turn your brain off, watch it. It does get better. I really didn't love it the first couple episodes, but it did get better once the couples had formed. And you saw the like for me, like I was like actually invested in some of them. So it did improve significantly after the first couple episodes. I will say that. I'd say watch it. Give it like a, you're sitting on a snowy day, rainy day at home and just want to throw something on. It's good for that.
As we're in May, when you're in your snowy, I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's like 100. I don't know. So
when you can't go outside because it's so hot outside, throw the show on.
When you're baking and you had to kick on your generator just to do your television because AI stole your power grid. We're gonna get some clicks. We're gonna get controversial in here. That's what these are for. No, I actually liked it. I really actually kind of enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to season 2 a little bit. So as long as they don't go overboard on like getting influencers and like those people as the contestants, as long as they keep it more like real people esque, even. I mean, you can't always get away from like everyone has a podcast, for example. So I think it's a fun watch. I had a much easier time watching it and was more invested than Perfect Match, for instance. So I think Perfect Match is a little grosser to me. But we're going to cover it too. Although I'm pretty invested because, hey, it's got my boy Jimmy. It's got Marissa. It's got, I don't even know because I didn't look up the cast.
Chris, who we'll talk about.
It's got Chris, which... Chris, I'm onto you. I don't know, man. Chris, he's a boy, and I'm kind of like, hey, that's your thing, man, but don't pretend to
not be one.
Who was he with? Leah? Is it Chris and Leah?
I just had it. All right, Leah. We'll go with Leah.
We're talking about them next, and I freaking don't know their names. That's probably a bad sign, guys. Look, these shows go in and out of my head. But anyway, I don't know. The fact that he was immediately on Perfect Match and is like just deep tonguing Mackenzie like in that first game in the first episode, and I'm like, preview content for that first episode. Hear me describe a hot kiss between Chris and some lady. Also, anyway, we got to get into that. But that guy jumps right into that. Gross. I don't like it. And I didn't like him from the start. So I think we are ready to jump into couples. So I don't know. Keep a lookout because we're going to be publishing shorts on and little blocks episodes on each of those couples, breaking down all the disaster. Most of it, I feel, is a disaster. So,
I'd agree.
Even the good ones, even the quote, most of the good outcomes are still questionable on their goodness. Only a few of them do I actually think are okay. That's my spoiler alert for the shorts. So, all right, well, check in next time. I think we're gonna do Andrew and Libby first. I don't know. less controversial than I expected. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
I agree.
I think we'll see. All right. See you then. Age of Attraction, season 1. This is His Love Blind podcast. This is Neil and Shelly. We're talking couples, Andrew and Libby. What do you think?
Andrew, 38, Libby, 22, 16-year age gap. Not the biggest age gap on the show by far.
Not even
You
close.
know, they grew on me more. I think when I first saw them together, I had just a very different impression, especially of Libby and how young she was. She reminded me, and she might actually be an influencer. I think she's social media
Oh, okay.
content creator or something.
Okay.
But as the show went on, I feel like she somehow got more mature, or maybe she was always mature and we finally got to see it. But yeah, I feel like she made a lot of really good points. Especially when it came to Andrew and his kids. She is
Yeah.
closer to his kid's age than she is to his age. But
Yeah, which is,
yeah,
kind of crazy.
it is.
It's
Um,
a little hard to deal with.
but I think the more I saw them together, the more I wasn't as against it as I was at the beginning. I was like, I actually
Okay.
see where they would be attracted to each other because there was just more to Libby than I thought initially. Like in the very first
Sure.
episode, she just, no offense to her, she comes across straight up as a airhead. But
Yeah.
she did
Yeah.
have a lot of depth to her for sure. And I
Yeah.
think we
Yeah.
finally got to see that as episodes went on.
I think my issue is that I'm not like one, I don't think she should be getting married. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. He seemed very serious
I
about
think
it
he
at the
is because
end.
he's 38, and I think
I
he's
started out with him thinking because his friends all said though, like,
yeah,
this is what he does. Dates a bunch
yeah,
of young girls and like
yeah,
blah blah blah. So I'm kind of like, ooh, is it another? Did he just like get on a show where he's like, great, hot young girls? But like, I do think he likes her. I'm concerned that like his thing is kind of like what happens when it's not fun anymore
yeah,
because it feels like they're all about the fun,
yeah.
not a
I'll
lot
agree with that.
about the like not I don't know. I just think she seems immature still, like overall, and she's 22, so that's fair, and she should be, and she
Yeah,
should go do a bunch of stuff. So I don't know. I think having a 14-year-old and a whatever year old is
yeah,
it's like 14 and 11. I think his daughters were. These glasses are killing me, by the way, with these headphones. If
yeah.
y'all
She's
don't mind.
all of a sudden going to be. I don't think, as of from what I read, she had still hasn't met his kids. I don't know what the timeline is between
Yeah,
when it was filmed and on all that, but she's being into this role of stepmom at the age of 22 potentially,
yeah.
which is a lot.
To like real and I don't know what anyone says. Like, I feel like 14-year-old. I think they're both daughters.
Yeah,
Ooh, 14-year-old daughter. That's a rough one to jump into. I think even if you're the greatest stepmom in the world, you're probably still seen as the evil stepmother to a 14. Like they might be sweet, but teens don't like the dynamic change. And
yeah,
so I could see them not loving it
yeah,
potentially. Maybe because she's like cool, she'd be cool stepmom because she's young, so she'd kind of be like, "Hey, I'm cool. I can like I get it." But
yeah,
like, I don't know. I think she's still not really absorbing the weight of it. I'm not sure she
no,
should really be with him per
no,
se. But I think they're a decent couple. I mean, they seem
yeah,
fine. They seem happy. I do think it's interesting, like, they have a funny flirting dynamic of the, like, man, she punches hard. She just digs him sometimes. Like, she gets
yeah,
real zingers in. Like, she gets real zingers. And I'm like and then he's just kinda like, "Oh, you," or whatever, and she's just kinda like, "Mm." So I feel like they had a cute little, like, flirty dynamic, so I thought that was fun. But yeah,
yeah,
I feel like I don't know. I get worried for I think the long term, probably not the best
yeah,
match. I don't know. Also, she makes a lot of statements about like I don't want to be tied down. Like, I like to have a separate life. And so, like, don't expect me to be around all the time because I don't live there and I'm in wherever she's an influencer. So,
Yeah, which might be like good long distance wise. I think in their little bubble, they work pretty decently well as a couple.
sure.
Um, that's what makes this show, I think, a little bit harder than shows like Love is Blind, because I feel like they're kind of thrusting them more into like a real life situation. Whereas here, like, I don't know
Yeah.
where they're filming versus where they live, but it's not where they live.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Andrew's separated from his kids. She's separated from, she's not meeting the
Yeah.
kids. So reality is going to look quite a bit different.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
for
For
them.
sure.
And like I think in Love is Blind, like you're sitting with each other, like they both continue with their careers and they go back to
Yeah.
living together and they try to continue with real life. Like here, there's no concept of real life. They're just in a bubble
Yeah.
constantly for the whole process. So I think it's really hard to evaluate how they're going to work in the real world. I mean,
Yeah.
realistically, she is very young and
Yeah.
she's probably going to be the one that has to move because he's got his bar business that he's talking about. He's got his kids. So realistically, it'd be
Yeah.
her most likely moving.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he can't really move right
Yeah.
away. Like, at least till his kids are graduated, I think he wanted
Yeah.
to like stay he's like there. Plus, I'm pretty sure their mom is involved. So like that's
Yeah.
a whole
Yeah.
other dynamic. Oh yeah, because they have to meet the mom first, I think.
Yeah.
And so yeah, like anyway. So yeah, I think I don't know. They didn't turn out as like to start, I thought total train wreck.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, I'm lukewarm. Like it could work. I don't think it will work, but it
I
could
don't think
work.
it will work. I think they have potential for going for maybe
Yeah.
2 to 3 years in a relationship.
Yeah.
But I feel like for her, she is so young. And I think that was a big
Yeah.
concern of his too. And
Yeah.
I think he's right to be concerned about that because she is missing a lot. She says she's
Yeah.
not, but like she is like becoming a stepmom and almost a
Yeah.
wife figure because it's a little bit more of a serious relationship because he does have kids.
Yeah.
Um,
Exactly.
yeah,
That's where I think if they were just like, we're just having fun, but then I'm like, what are you doing, bud? Like,
yeah,
don't. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're the best couple. I don't think they're the worst
yeah.
couple. They seem okay together, but yeah, they're gonna try to make it work.
I think they'll have a good run. But
All right.
I would be shocked if, like, 60
Yeah.
years from now, or well, he'd be 90.
Also,
I'd be shocked if they're still together.
yeah, that would be it.
Oh, yeah. I
That-
don't know if we'll still be here to witness that, but
no, I most definitely will not. 90 years from now, there's no chance I live
60,
that long.
60 years from now.
Impossible. Oh, 60 years from now? No, 0% chance.
No, modern medicine is going to take over for all of us.
Well, we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But no, man, I just don't think she makes it to 25 without being like, okay, there's more stuff I
Yeah.
want to like. I don't know. Anyway. I think it's
Yeah.
just a bummer if it actually hurt. Like if it's not like both of them know that that's the deal.
Yeah.
You're both on board. Do what you're gonna do. Like two consenting adults can do whatever they want, as long as it's not hurting anybody. And
Yeah.
you know, so like I don't know. They're all right. We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll do a follow-up episode right before the next season and see where everyone was from season 1. Um, but yeah, I don't think we should belabor the couples. This is short season, baby. So I don't really have much more on them.
Yeah. Good luck to
All right.
them.
Good luck. We'll see. We'll all keep an eye out. But on to the next couple. I'm not even going to tease it because I don't know what it's going to be yet. You'll find out with as much surprise as we do next time. Oh, here we are. Age of Attraction season 1, full season breakdowns of the couples. We just watched the whole thing. It's short season. We're just covering the whole thing. We're doing a short little thing about it. So here we are. Chris and Leah. I hope you looked up their ages.
40,
Boy,
40, 41.
she's 41. He's 26. Actually.
26. Okay, that's right.
I do. She's 41. Yeah, he's 26. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I recall from his latest appearance on another reality dating show right after this one, as if this wasn't planning this from the gut, jump, like, get out of here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Chris now. Seems kind of
Yeah.
gross.
He, yeah, maybe in it for the clout a little bit. So he started off in the show, I guess, interested maybe in Vanessa. I don't know what that was. They had a little makeout session at the pool.
Yeah.
And then they had a conversation. I don't think Vanessa was feeling it. I can't ever read Chris if he's feeling anybody or not. He's very hard to like.
Oh, yeah. That's because he's not. That's because he has empty
I didn't think he
eyes.
was into Vanessa, really. I thought he was just going through the motions.
Oh, he just wanted to make out with her because, again, he was there, I'm virtually positive, to match with someone to get on the show to then be recruited for another show.
Yeah.
I think that was his whole thing, was like, because his reasons for, okay, spoiler, they break up. A lot of his reasons sounded, so one of the things seemed valid. I don't know what he meant. It does seem kind of crazy when he's like, my dad requires me for support. But then she's like, but he doesn't. And I'm like, can you say that? Like, I don't know. How, like, you don't know. How well do you know this guy? Like, maybe he does need him. But she's like, well, you don't need to like medically take care of him, right? Is what it felt like she was saying. And I'm like, okay. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
why do you want this guy to move across the country and like whatever for you when he doesn't seem that into you to start, first of all?
Yeah. Because he's telling her what she wants to hear. Like, I think, if his dad is dependent on him, and he might well be, I don't really know, but it does seem odd that he's going to film all these TV shows.
That is true.
I don't know how long the duration of these shows are, so maybe it's just a couple weeks and this is
Oh no, that's right. This is multi-weeks in a row. Also, she said something that blew my mind because she lives in a totally different world from me, which I think is also part of it, because she was like, oh, you could fly back a couple times a month to see him.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And then I was reminded, she's a flight attendant. So like she probably can get flights for like no money and then be like, you could fly to see your family anytime you wanted. He's kind of like, yeah. And I feel like the whole time he was kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna have to, in his brain, while he's just kind of thinking, what he's thinking is, I gotta come up with another excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the other excuse turns out to be, God, she's clingy. She won't even let me take a shower. And I was like, I'm not sure that had to be taken out of context, right? When he's like, I want to take a shower. And she was kind of like, what the And I was like, she can't like literally think he can't. But he was like, I want to go to the shower, or I want to take a shower and go to the gym. And I'm like,
I think for her, she's probably looking at it, okay, we have a couple weeks together to figure this out. She's a flight attendant. Her job probably keeps her on the go constantly. So I think for her, she's like, let's figure it out now while we have time. So let's maximize the amount of time we have together. So I think she's just trying to figure out what his life looks like, what his lifestyle looks like. And part of that is probably spending more time with him than he's comfortable with / used to. But I think for her, she's trying to assess, like, is this someone I can live with? Because when real life hits, like, I don't think her being a flight attendant, I really don't think she has that kind of time to sit with him all day like she does now.
Yeah.
So that might have been part of it for her. Also, why didn't she offer to move to where he is if she's a flight attendant? I don't know where either of them live.
She very specifically said, like, would you consider moving out to where my family is? And I'm like, well, why? Like, at that point, I honestly have to say, like, I'm not gonna blame someone. I am like, I don't know, Chris, do you have to take care of your dad or not, or whatever? But like, you made a good point. Like, why is he on all these shows? But whatever. It all was an excuse because he wasn't into her really, and I do think he was there to, like, especially the way he acts on Perfect Match. Spoiler alert. I think he was.
It's possibly no, because he was on he was on the show first. I don't know. Yeah, he's definitely on Perfect Match. He's Like here he tries to be like, "Oh, poor me. I can't decide love you
Exactly.
or don't love you." And then on Perfect Match, he's
Yeah.
playing the game on Perfect Match like he should be, but it's very
Yeah.
disingenuous from what we've seen of him on this show. We're seeing two different Chris's basically.
Exactly. It's shocking, question mark.
Is it
No,
though?
no, no, no. So yeah, he breaks up with her because she's, I don't know, he's not he can't, I don't
I
know, leave
can't for
his
the life of me
family.
figure out what she sees in him. I'm like, girl, you've got. I mean, he's
She made a lot of statements though of like, like, well, I'm getting up there. She was kind of like, well,
yeah,
I want to have a family, and so like I don't have a
right,
lot of options. And I'm like, whoa, don't ever think that.
yeah.
That's the first thought down a path toward a terrible, terrible partner. Do
That's the
not
first
ever
down
think
pass down a Chris. Yeah, he's
like
not.
you're gonna get a Chris when you think like, well, he might be the best I get, and it's like, no, 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 no. You should probably feel like this is gonna be a controversial statement. I think you should feel like your partner likes you.
Yeah,
Like you
just
could
a little.
feel it. So
Yeah,
here's a trick for people. Look for dead eyes. Chris had dead eyes.
yeah,
When he looked at her, and the difference is between dead eyes, there's like, some ranges in between, and then there's what you really want, hard eyes.
yeah,
I think it's really hard. It would take a real genuine psycho, in my opinion, to be able to mimic heart
yeah,
eyes. I
yeah,
think there's an "I'm in love with you" look that
yeah,
is like sort of like transcends that you can just read. And
yeah,
like I notice it so badly on these shows of
yeah,
guys who clearly do not have that look
yeah,
at all. They look just dead.
yeah,
And I'm like, I don't think you like this person.
yeah,
And they're like, that's just how I am, bro. And I'm like, I'm not sure you have feelings then, I guess. But
yeah,
like, I think you're too carefully managing your image in that case. Let go, bro. Let
yeah,
go a
for
little,
sure.
live a little, be yourself.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think Leah was very sweet. I think she was
yeah,
super like emotionally intelligent. I think she just literally is too, I think thinks she needs to be desperate, and that's awful for her. She doesn't need to be desperate. She's gorgeous. She seems
uh-huh.
smart and fun.
Yeah,
Now the flight attendant thing's the problem.
yeah.
Because
That she's
she
always
seems
traveling.
like
Yeah,
she says, like she's always traveling, and then guess what? If you're somewhere and you're always traveling, you're gonna get hit on by the worst people.
and
And
it's
so
probably hard for
like
her to meet anybody if she's always gone. So
exactly, right? Like it's not the easiest life
yeah,
to date. So I think like that sucks. Like I feel like she should have a quality guy. So I don't know. Vanessa. Vanessa. I'm
Leah.
already
Yeah,
Leah, at least in this case, it's not because they're the same. I just am short circuiting and throwing out the wrong
yeah.
name. Leah, I don't know. Can we scroll for you? Just send us your top profile matches. You send us your top 5. We're going to eliminate probably 4 of those 5 right out of the gate for red flags that you are not seeing. So, like, we can let us help you screen these people for dead eye
Yeah,
because
help
I'm
us
not
help
sure you
you.
can see it. Let us help you. Yeah, help us help you.
Well, I mean, I don't
Um,
think it helps when someone like what Chris is like saying something different than what he's emoting. So you tend I think a lot of people tend to listen to the words that they're saying. And Chris is
yeah, never do that.
saying how much he wants to be with her and crying and carrying on. So I think, yeah,
Yeah,
it's really hard to, especially when you have feelings for this someone. Like you and I
yeah,
don't have feelings for Chris. So that was easy for
exactly.
us to
Yeah,
sit here and
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
it, but
obviously, yes. I think she had heart eyes to some degree,
yeah,
but then she had like, "Why don't you love me?" eyes, and like, you just never want to be in that place.
I think he was just he wanted to be in it, but he didn't want to be in it. Like it's like
Oh, he wanted to be on the show
yeah,
longer.
Yeah, he wanted to
That's
find
all.
a match and did. But no,
And
he was trying to
he
do his
knew
way
he
to
was.
get rid of her all the time, it felt like.
Yeah, I knew. Like, was it him or oh God, who was it? I don't know if it was him or someone else. That just it was a long. It was literally like it was a master class in a man trying to get someone to break up with them.
I'm pretty sure it was Kristen. Who else would it
It
be?
must have been him because it was one of those like, all right, well, you don't seem upset enough about that. So let me point out another thing you might be upset about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hope me not being okay with it will make you stand up for yourself and do the dirty work for me.
Yeah.
Like you again, women have to do the emotional labor. So
Yeah.
you won't just say, hey, I'm just not that into you. Like, sorry. Like sometimes you gotta be a big boy and say that. And
And then
so
he pulls out that card of I'm not 100% sure. I need to be 100% sure. I'm like, dude, you are never going to be 100% sure about anybody. You don't know. I mean, you could spend a lifetime getting to know someone and still not be.
oh yeah, you'll never know 100%.
It's
That's
ridiculous.
crazy.
Like,
That's
you just need to
insane.
be more yes than no, but 100%. I was
I mean,
like,
you should be like, I hope, like,
yeah.
I don't know. I would hope enthusiastically,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
But I would say, like, I think if you're 51, 49,
Oh, that's
on
choice
whether
enough.
you should be with someone, I
Yeah.
do feel like that should concern you. It
Oh,
should be
for
like
sure.
a pretty good measure of
Yeah.
those. But
I just think
easily,
100% is a little unrealistic. Like,
oh,
you're,
100% is
yeah.
insane. If you think if you think anyone, and if anyone tells you they're 100%, there's the problem. They're delusional.
They're
That
lying to
ain't
you.
how it works. They're lying to you, or they're literally delusional. A rational person will have some amount of doubt,
Yeah.
a tiny, tiny amount at least. So anyway, I don't know. I think Chris is kind of gross now. I
Yeah.
feel bad for Leah. I actually think she got thrown under the bus, honestly, and I
Yeah.
don't think she had any of the issues he was concerned about. And I just feel bad for her that she thinks like she doesn't deserve better than Chris because she does.
Hopefully she's watching Perfect Match now and realizes what she lost, quote unquote. And
I
she's
have a
like,
feeling she's probably like, oh, fuck me for not seeing that. Gross. But
like,
then here's the thing on Perfect Match. Here's what blew my mind. That is in like top of the top. He's in the top 2. Everyone wants him, and it's demented.
yeah, I don't know if they've seen the show. Probably not. They probably haven't seen Age of Attraction because the way it dropped.
Almost impossible. They would have, I
So
think.
all they know is he's like gonna be a star, quote unquote, because
Yep.
he's on the latest show. So maybe that's what's driving them. Because someone like Jimmy has been around for a couple years. Everyone knows Jimmy.
Yeah.
He's old.
And then all the other Temptation Island folks or whatever are all know each other, and they're from seasons enough that they've had like scandals already with other people. So like, yeah, so he's the most unknown. He comes across genuine and sweet though. He says it. Okay, now don't listen to nice things. Always be suspect of nice things. Always try to read into that. But when someone tells you a really bad thing about themselves, probably believe them. Like when he said, I love bomb people really badly.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So he didn't say that on this show, and we'll get to Perfect Match, but
he said
that. Oh, yeah. Then
and I was like,
on Wallet.
And I was like, oh no, that's why Leah fell in love with him. He love bombed the shit out of her.
Did Leah at least get a purse out of him? I don't think she did.
You had to get something right. Leah, come on. Come on to the podcast.
Leah, if you didn't get a purse out of Chris, you got shortchanged, girl.
Oh, at least a wallet. Gave someone a wallet on the first night.
Which is weird AF. And we'll talk about that when we get to that. But yeah.
Anyway,
I thought Leah got her bag.
Leah, please tell everyone. Please share. Just leave a comment, or someone that knows her. Leave a comment. Please tell us she got at least a bag, maybe a bracelet, anything.
Something, anything.
Yeah, she had to have gotten something.
She deserved something. She was engaged to the man.
Oh, she probably deserves better than a Prada bag, honestly.
I mean, she does, but
I hope
if he's out here buying $4,000 bags for other girls, he better have given her something
on a first date.
Yeah,
This man, crazy. Don't date this man, and don't. If a man acts like him, just pretend you have face blindness. Put his face on a man's face. If he's acting like Chris, red flag, run.
Chris is a walking red flag for sure.
Huge red flag.
It didn't really come out too much on this show, but
This
you'll
show
see
gave
it
him a
on
real kind edit.
Perfect
Really
Finish.
kind edit for sure.
Like,
So I think Leah got thrown under the bus because they
I
needed.
think Leah got saved from under the bus.
I just mean they made her look bad, I guess.
Yeah, but I think once the people watch the other show with him, he's.
Oh, yeah, I think it's
he's
clear.
not looking
It's
too good
very
after this
clear.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going down. So
Yeah.
anyway, I don't know. I think I think they were a terrible couple. I think he's kind of terrible. And
It's mostly him. He's the
he
problem.
dodged a bullet. So
Yeah, she dodged a bullet. Yeah.
all right.
Let's
Well,
go to-
next up, we'll get to the next couple. Hope you enjoyed this one. Till next time, I guess. Oh, we're back with Is Love Blind short season. This is basically couple shorts. Age of Attraction season 1. Netflix's new probably hit show, I guess. I don't know. They have a second season already approved or greenlit. So here we are. Derek and Pfeiffer.
I was actually rooting for them. Out of all the couples, they were probably my favorites.
Yeah.
I know there's a 20-year age gap, I think, between the two of them.
Yeah,
He's 43, she's 23, I believe.
Yeah.
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 But I didn't mind it as much because they both seemed very much on the same page about a lot of things. I feel like she was really mature for her age. There's a lot of things I really liked about her. There's a lot of things I really liked about him. And this was one couple I was hardcore rooting for. I was like, if there's any couple that I want to make it, it's these two.
Yeah. I think this is the best couple of the season.
Yeah.
I think this is like the most, stable, rational. I think they both seemed adequately concerned about the ramifications of this whole thing.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's kind of crazy though that like she's only a year older than Libby, and I'm like, Libby seems kind of immature, and then Pfeiffer, I'm like, no, she seems really much like I don't know, she just seems in a different spot. But she also has already like I guess she moved to a new to Seattle on her own, and like has been doing stuff for like a year or two or something. So she was like, oh, like she's maybe lived a little more. I don't know. I still don't know if I would recommend them hitch their wagons together this quickly. But
they did break up, unfortunately. They're no longer together.
Oh, dun dun dun.
Which is sad because I really did like them together. I think it was probably a multitude of things. Distance, the kids, all that stuff. Because it was really going to be her that had to uproot her life for him.
Yes. Yeah.
Because he does have kids, which makes everything so much more complicated.
Yeah.
But while they were together, I really did like them. And they were probably the one couple I was like, I can get on board with this despite the 28-year difference. Because to me, they seem very much in sync about a lot of things and just very like the relationship just seemed easy in a lot of ways. Like they had a lot of things to overcome, but it just seemed like natural and easy. And they actually seemed like they had fun together.
They did. I think the concern I had is more I don't know. I mean, I guess they get it. Like they seem like they have a lot in common, but then I'm also like, I don't know. What do they? Oh, she said also like this is the first nice guy she's ever dated or something like that. And I'm like, oh no, like that's the classic. You taught me how to be loved.
Yeah.
And to which I believe, again, a perfectly rational response is, you gotta be kidding me. Like, but it doesn't feel good, guy. Like, let's be real. It doesn't feel good to be told that. Like, you just helped me grow. And it's like, thanks.
Yeah.
Maybe next time, go to the next dock over, lady.
Yeah.
Or Derek. I don't know. We don't know who the problem was, but I don't know. I feel like she probably, I don't know. I don't know if it was a good choice anyway. Like,
Yeah, I think I just liked them
ultimately.
both as individuals. Like they just seemed very level-headed to me in a lot of ways compared to some of the other people
Yeah,
on the show.
I think they both individually seemed like great people, and that made them fit well together as a couple.
Yeah. And if anyone was gonna work out, I was hoping it'd be these two, but
Yeah,
unfortunately they did not. So yeah. Um,
bummer.
yeah, that is a
Well,
bummer.
so much for that. Wait, do we know if Andrew and Libby are still together?
Andrew and Libby are still together, yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow.
She
Okay.
just hasn't met his kids, but they're still together as of that podcast recording.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's something. That's
made some
something.
couples, yeah. But I think it helps that Libby, didn't want to be there. Like she was fine living a separate life. I think
Yeah.
these two wanted to try to merge their lives because he even said, at the commitment ceremony, or whatever that was. I keep calling it ceremony. I don't know what that
Yeah.
was, but
It's
he said,
good
he
ceremony.
wanted her to move in with him and all this, which is a really big step. Because
Yeah.
they've just been in this bubble that it's going from 0 to
It's
60.
overwhelming. Yeah.
It is, but it's like, where do you go? Because you've already met this person, you've already low key lived with them. You're moving across the country or moving to their state to be with them. So why would you not live with them? But also, it's really fast. So it's a weird
Yeah, it's weird.
dynamic because you're like the shows like this just make you skip so many important steps.
Yeah. Yeah. Right
Like
out of
then
the
you
gate.
go to the real world, you're like, well, what do I do? What step are we on?
Yeah, which again is like there's got to be some sort of whiplash with all of these shows. Like
Yeah,
once you're out of the bubble for real and you're like off the show, it's got to be like you're like what's going
yeah.
on? All of this is now we're like not there's not camera crews and oh god, I have like
You're like, I
PTA
don't
I have
even
to
have
worry
your phone
about.
number. What is it? What is your email?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, like what is your email? And it's like, oh yeah, like
Yeah,
you know, think of it. So yeah, his kids were younger, but I think that's also like. But again, I think that's all very overwhelming to a 23-year-old. I
yeah,
think it's something that anyone should be weary of. It's not like something to jump into just I don't think they were. So yeah, I think I would have rooted for them, but
yeah,
hopefully they find their people. They both
yeah,
seem like great people.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I really like both of them, actually. They made the show better, I
yeah,
think.
I
Maybe
really liked them. I thought they were
I
very
really like
sweet and
Derek a
cute.
lot. Like, he wasn't like he was just it seemed like a really good guy. I really liked
Yeah,
her. She was just very mature for her age, I feel like, and just they were both, like, very logical and just made a lot of
yeah.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah, and I think he was really sweet when, like, he would comfort her and stuff, and she's, like, freaking out, and he's like,
yeah,
"No, I understand, like, I would be concerned if you weren't worried at all." And
yeah,
so, like, I think he was really good at, I think they both showed a lot of positive traits.
yeah,
Find yourself, your Derek or your Pfeiffer. You just gotta find the person that you can meet. Like, they
yeah,
both like, find the person that treats you like they treated each other. I think they were
yeah,
both a really good role models for,
yeah.
a relationship.
They seemed to have something healthy. Like, it didn't work out, but it didn't seem
Yeah,
unhealthy either. So,
yeah. So, yeah. Well, good luck to them in the future. Hopefully, we'll have enough. Maybe they'll do updates on season 2 and show where people are, but I doubt it. They're probably lost now to the ether forever. But
unless
we
they
have
end up on
more
Perfect
couples. That's right. Unless one of them ends up on Perfect Match or Temptation Island or Love
or
Island or
Traders, I think that's another option. There's lots of options.
Traders. There's a billion of them. So anyway, I don't even know. They're all off the. There's so many of them now, and they're spin-offs of spin-off. So I don't even know anymore. We're on like Road Rules versus Real World days where they were like, let's just mash all our reality shows together and make that a new show. So anyway, we'll be back for probably another 700 episodes of something with these people later. And in the meantime, on to couples that may have stayed together. And it's news to me now because a lot of them stay together in the show. So check next time for I don't know. I was going to look it up this time and actually tell people the next one in the series, but I forgot before we started recording. So check with it's John and uh
Teresa?
Teresa. So up for John and Teresa. Check it out. Click the link. It's probably at the end of this short. Hey, we're here for our Age of Attraction short season. This is the Is Love Blind podcast. I'm going to throw an intro in. This is Neil. I'm here with my co-host Shelly.
Hey everyone.
These are probably going to get mixed up in some order, but I thought it'd be nice to have a new intro in there for one of the breaks. We're on to John and Teresa.
Ooh, 54 and 27.
This one was a very interesting couple to me, and I really don't know where I land, honestly, a little bit.
I liked them because I feel like they were, especially her, I feel like she was really genuine.
Yes.
I don't think she knew he was 27.
No, I think that really freaked her out.
And rightfully so. And I think that made me like her more because she wasn't like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Especially since her son, her oldest son, is 29, and her daughter, I think, was 25, and
yes, and the and 22. So
yeah.
So yeah, I think she's awesome. She seems amazing. John, I think, seems in love with her, like genuinely.
Yeah.
I think he just says some things that I'm like, that's an interesting thing to say.
Yeah.
To a camera. Like, she was very worried about the kids thing.
Yeah.
And he was like, I saw how much work my parents took to raise me, and like, I like my time and I like my stuff. I like doing my thing too much. That like I don't ever want kids. And I was like, wow, dude, that's a real slap in the face to your parents to be like, man, they did a really good job. I seem like a really well-adjusted human being, and my choice is fuck it, that's too much work for me though. I am gonna not do that. Which I don't think you have to have kids. I just think it's funny the way he says it of like, boy, it just seems like too much work.
Yeah. I feel like he was kind of dismissive of her at times, and maybe not unintentionally, but he was just like, hey, it's gonna work out, it's gonna be great. And she's like, poor thing, just like freaking out about her kids, and is like, they come first. And I don't know how much he really comprehended that.
Yeah.
I don't know. They did not make it. I don't know if you knew that or not, but they're no longer
I did
together.
not.
Yeah.
Bummer.
So it would have been nice. I really did like her.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved another couple.
What happened there? That's interesting.
I feel like I don't know. It just felt like I think he was very into her. I don't disagree with that, but I also feel like he just, I don't know, just was
he wasn't
not
concerned
about the age thing, which was a little, I don't know, odd.
Yeah, I think he was a little, I don't know, like dismissive, but I think just crass sometimes. Like I think he just dismissed her concerns and just like he kind of did the I don't give a flying.
Yeah, like I don't care what anybody thinks, but she's like, it's weird for me. Like, she's beautiful, but she does look older than him, and I think it's,
of course,
for her. She was like, I'm concerned about people's perceptions or what they're going to think, because she's like, the last thing obviously she would want is someone thinking that's her son and they're romantically involved or passing judgment on her. And he's like, nope, not a thing, not going to worry about it ever. Which fair, but it also seemed like he could have maybe been a little more empathetic towards her, maybe helped her work through it instead of just being like, it's not a problem.
Yeah, who cares? It'll work itself out, and I don't care at all. Don't worry about it. She's like, well, I care, and he's like, well, don't. It's like, well, that's not how.
That's not helpful.
Like, I think he tried to be like kind. I think he tried to be like caring and like empathetic about it to some degree occasionally. I think that's just his affect. I don't know. I assume he's somewhere on the spectrum because he seems very like the logical measured. He seems very like low emotional, I would say, tone. Not like, I don't think he's like bad in emotions. I think he just doesn't have like, he just has a very calm affect. And like, but he's very also like rational and also like, nope, that's how it is. Like, and so I don't know. I thought they were a good couple. Honestly, I was kind of rooting for them. I actually kind of like, I don't know. I'm a real sap, so I teared up at her kid's letter, like, commitment ceremony thing, because like the dinner with her kids, like her, like regardless of what happens in relationships, um, I do feel like she seems to have raised three what seem like pretty nice, well-adjusted children who are
Yeah.
pretty caring. They all seemed really cool people.
Yeah.
So I feel like she succeeded in the most important thing,
Right.
which is like raising her children to be really cool, nice people who want the best for their mom, and also seem like cool people in general and weren't like douches about it, but
Yeah.
also seemed genuinely kind of also like, wow, this is awkward. I felt for them because they did seem like the oldest kid did seem kind of like, man, I feel awkward. I think he was just kind of like, I do not like this I do not want to be on camera. I think he was
Yeah.
just kind of like, please don't make me talk on camera. And I know lots of people that way, and
Yeah.
that's how they are, and it does freak them out. So like I felt for them. I thought that was really sweet. That's a bummer they didn't work out, but I think she had a lot of concerns,
Yeah.
and I think it was just too much. Maybe I assume it was too much of a hill for her, but
I think there are some communication and security issues, obviously. I do wonder if her kids were kind of like, why won't you just say his age? Because they were
yeah,
probably thinking, oh, I mean, I think they even said like he could be 35, could be younger. It's weird if he is younger.
yeah,
I understand her rationale, like that makes sense. Like she wants them to get to know him, but
yeah.
um,
I think she should probably she should
yeah,
have said his age. I think.
yeah, because
Yeah,
he was totally fine with it, but it is a big age gap. 27 years is a
it's
big
very
age,
right.
especially when her son is 2 years older. Like
It's
that's huge. I'm
really
actually surprised he couldn't
that's
recognize that at all.
right. Like, there's a reason that like that's not a common thing. That like
Yeah,
moms are. That's why like many jokes in like that was even a joke in like a Christmas rom com. There's like a Vince Vaughn Christmas rom com, and like the joke is one of the guy's friends is like married to his mom or whatever, right? Like
yeah,
it's in some comedy where like someone's and he's like, "You don't have to call me dad," and he's like, "I'm gonna kill like, like," and so like I get it, like yeah, because normally moms aren't really super attracted to their teen son's friends, and so yeah, as a like you don't really so to her it is a little weird, and so I think
yeah,
him not being like who cares is a little harsh, and
yeah,
so I get it.
yeah.
I think she's awesome though. She's amazing.
I do really
She's
like
super
her. I hope
cool.
she finds someone.
I hope he finds someone.
Yeah,
Again, don't yell at me about like I'm not being judgmental about him not wanting kids. You can totally do that. That's totally valid. My
yeah,
thing was more about him just the way he presents it as not like I don't know, it's just not for me. I feel like it's something that doesn't fit with like who I am or I don't feel that connection or whatever. But just being like, I don't know, my parents seem like they had to do a lot of work for me to turn out good and that sucks. And I'm like, well, that just sounds like you're a dick. But anyway, I don't know. His
yeah,
sister also seemed nice. So his sister seemed sweet and understandably concerned. Like she did
yeah,
something to kind of be like, "Are you sure about this, bud? You sure about
yeah,
that?" So
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
Well, hopefully find their people.
yeah.
They
Rest in
seemed
peace as
okay.
a couple. But yeah,
Until next time. And now I think we have. Oh yeah, we have the worst of the worst coming up next. So be prepared for the next short coming up. You're gonna want to see it probably. Um. So yeah, we've got a couple more couples left, including I was trying to quickly come up with a good nickname, but I did not come with it. So find out next time when I still don't have a nickname. We're just going to tell you their names. Okay, bye.
bye.
We're back with Age of Attraction short season. Season one, all the episodes, we're just talking about the couples as separate little shorts. We're going to break them into little shorter episodes and then mash them all together for whatever full length stuff for Spotify. There you go. We're on to, I had to give an intro. This might be a long one. I don't know. This is a terrible couple. Jorge and Vanelle.
Hmm.
My God.
My least favorite
The
couple,
horror.
and not because of her.
I know. She seemed really reasonable and sweet and kind.
She
Um,
deserves so much better.
but like would you? But do you think she should have chosen like super sensitive guy? Or was he too
Yes.
sensitive?
Yes.
Oh,
I don't even know why she chose him. I don't know what it was about him that was so, but it's like she chose him and then she's like, I'm in love with him and I want to be with him. And
yes.
it's something that happened on their walk. I think their little hike that they went on, like somehow, because I think she was leaning more towards the other guy. I remember his name was Justin.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think she was pretty locked into him. Then something happened on their hike between Jorge and her, where she
Yeah.
flipped and was like, "Nope, Jorge's the one."
Well, he was kind. Oh, they I don't know what it could have been something else, I guess, but they purposely edited into like he was like, I want you, choose
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
like, and the other guy, she got really turned off because he was giving her a massage and was like, oh, so how'd it go with the other guy? How are you feeling? Like, let's
yeah,
talk it out. And she was like, I don't think he's like she wanted someone to be more aggressive
yeah,
in pursuing her.
yeah,
And here's the thing, sometimes it feels good in the
yeah,
moment,
yeah,
but boy, everything about him was problematic. His
yeah,
entire demeanor was like, I'm gonna condescend to you
yeah,
and be a
yeah. Because I can be, because I'm older
yeah,
and I know
yeah,
better.
yes.
I think it started off weird for me when he said, I think during his one-on-one moments, that he preferred to date younger, or he has dated a lot younger.
Oh, yeah,
So, like, when they, go to the promise room and find out each other's ages, like, I don't think 27 freaked him out at all. She's
oh,
27,
yeah,
he's 60. I don't think he even flinched. He was like, all right, yep, that sounds about right.
exactly.
And
Yeah,
just anytime would have been a great opportunity, because every other guy, every other person on the show did it and said, I have kids. Here are their ages. He never did. He waited till
yeah,
after they were already living together
yeah,
and days after it sounded like, to reveal that to her. And oh, by the way, my kids are your age or maybe older. Who knows?
yeah, yes.
It was a
And
little,
also, I'm pretty sure, didn't he say will probably hate you? Like, are going to have a problem with you. At one point, he basically said, like, my kids are gonna hate you, but I don't give a what they say. And I'm like, dude, don't lead. You're leading with that? Like,
well,
what?
when
You're not gonna
they were in
kids.
the promise room, I think she wants kids. And she was like, how do you feel about having kids? And he was like, I would never have kids with somebody I wasn't married to. And it's like, that's not the question, sir. The question is,
Yes.
do you want kids? And that would be the perfect opportunity, since you hadn't done it before, to reveal that you actually do have kids. Like, it's like one of those things where you're not giving somebody the full picture of yourself,
Oh yeah.
hoping
Oh yeah.
they'll choose you and not choosing, they're not really choosing you. They're choosing the
Yeah.
false impression that you've laid out for them. And you're
Yeah.
not even giving them a fair shot. Like, you're lying to
Yeah.
them, lying by omission. It's gross. It's really gross. And by the time he tells her at the right time, because he knows she's already hooked
Yeah.
and she's not running away at that point.
I mean, everyone on the show was in a circle when he said that he hadn't told her yet, and
Yeah,
jaws literally dropped.
as
Like,
they should.
and they were like, "Wait, you haven't told her you have kids?" And he's like, I'll tell her when the time is right, but it's not important right now." And they're all kind of like, "What the hell is wrong with this guy?" Like, all of them are like, "I
Yeah.
think we gotta move to another spot right now. This is terrible." And
But
so,
it also
like,
seems like that this
yeah, of
wasn't his first rodeo, quote
course,
unquote.
yeah,
Like, it seems like he's dated younger and is used to concealing the fact that he has
yeah.
kids that are,
Oh yeah, of
yeah.
course.
Yeah. Oh my
And
god, I'd be
then,
so embarrassed if this was my dad. Good God. Like,
oh yeah,
look.
I'm sure they do not like. I think the celibacy thing
Oh my
just
gosh. He was
I
so cringe about that. He grossed me out so much.
I couldn't,
Like,
man. I was
he just
freaking
gaslit the out of her. And I was like, sir, what right do you have? Like,
his whole like, now listen to me. I'm gonna make a logical argument on why you gave me a and now you're a hypocrite for not having vaginal intercourse with me. And I know I'm very respectful. And I agree with everything you're doing, except for the fact that it's wrong and dumb, and we need to
yeah. Except for the fact
get
that you told me you were
past.
celibate and now I'm confused. I'm like, sir, what are you confused about? She is
Yeah.
allowed to do whatever her body that she wants to do and what she consents
Yeah.
to. If she
Yeah.
wants to, do everything, but there you go. That's what it is. Like,
Yeah.
what again for, like, you did disclose you had kids to her. She does not have to
Yeah.
disclose that, hey, here are my rules that I'm going to follow in the bedroom. Like, dear God.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what reality are we living in here?
Also, I know this is a wild stance these days, guys, because I'm so woke. Consent for any given activity can be given and or removed at any time. For
Yeah.
anyone's autonomous and able to do that. If a woman decides she does not want to sleep with you and she's okay with one thing but not the
Yeah.
other, hey, that's the way it is. Sorry.
And it's a little creepy that Jorge doesn't recognize that. It's very
Yeah,
creepy.
it's really bad how hard he had to try to gaslight her to
Yeah.
try to get,
Yeah.
and it kept coming up, and she was not the one bringing it up. He kept bringing it up
No, and he
over and
sounded like a mom.
over and
He's like,
over.
I don't understand. I'm like, what is there not to understand? Here's
Yeah,
what she's okay with. Here's what she's not. Take it or leave it. Like, you have
yeah,
every right to say, no, that's not for me, and leave.
yeah.
But don't
No,
gaslight her, make her seem like, oh, she should be doing this because she does that. That's her right to
exactly.
say, refuse, do whatever she wants. And it is his right to say whether he accepts it or not. But it's
Yeah,
not
he can
okay with that.
say I'm not. Yeah, he can say I need to have before because it's so about compatibility, and
Fine.
I
Right.
would prefer to sleep with someone before I got married to them because I do think there are certain compatibility issues that are important in the bedroom. So I
Yeah.
think that's a part of a healthy and
Yeah. That's perfectly legit, and
relationship.
say that. But, like,
But
don't
yes, but
gaslight her and make her feel
don't.
guilty for,
Yeah,
like, doing other things with you, but not having sex with you, and
yeah.
making it seem like she's not sticking to her word, because you did
Don't
tell me
try
you
to
had
wear her
kids.
down.
Jesus, like,
Yeah,
you're just being an ass. Like, this
yeah.
guy grossed me out to no end.
Oh, he's an awful person. He should have definitely been screened off this show. Like,
Yeah.
or they put him on there for drama. But like, he was
Mhm.
gross, and she deserves so much better. Seemed like a very sweet and kind lady. I really think Justin would have been better for her. I
Yeah.
think she needed to be comfortable, maybe with the less love bomby
Yeah.
guy. Because I'm pretty sure I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there'll be some Justin lore out there, but like I feel like Justin probably wouldn't be the guy being like if he's asking how her feelings
Yeah.
are about her relationships while massaging her on a date. I'm not sure he's going to be like, "Hey, if you do this and you're not doing this, you're a
Yeah.
hypocrite and I hate you."
Oh, and then their
And
whole fight,
I
whatever
don't
fight
understand
he got into on the street with some
what
guy
the
that
fuck happened there. My question is, what did he do? Because he was like,
he scared her is what he did. And when she
yeah,
tries to tell him, he, instead of saying, "Hey, I recognize that. I understand. I this, that, or the other," he defends himself and just comes
yeah.
out like an idiot, just like, "I'm on the streets. I know what's up. Like, I know where
They
that was
had
gonna
to
go."
have footage of this, right? Like, are you
I
telling me
don't
there wasn't a
know.
camera there? Because he said someone came up with to him. It made it sound like a quote crazy person came up to him and had an object in his hand, was making threats. But from her reaction, it didn't sound like someone you needed to like
Yeah,
threaten to kick their ass. And so
yeah,
she did seem very confused. He's like, "No, I'm gonna step. I live. Don't you tell me I live on the streets, and I know when danger is there and when danger is not there." And I'm like, I don't know about that, bro. I think maybe you just like haul off on people. Maybe like
yeah.
I could probably de-escalate. And he's like, "No, I know.
And it's just the way
Period."
he handled that situation. Like, he was very condescending to her in that
Yeah, he was
conversation.
very
Like,
dismissive and like,
he could have
yeah,
handled that so much better. Like, say he really did feel threatened on the street. Okay, fine. He's probably got some
sure,
stuff that we don't know about. Fine, great.
yeah,
Um, but he could have, like, not been condescending to her, taking her feelings into account.
of
It's
course, yeah,
just, I said he was just very dismissive. Very, just
yeah.
his whole
He was just
personality was like, it's my way or the highway, and
yeah,
I disagree with this, so clearly you're wrong. And that poor
yeah,
girl's never gonna win with this guy. I'm glad she got out as fast as she did. Like, I feel like he showed his colors pretty quickly there,
yeah,
and I'm glad she got out because no one needs to be with Jorge. Like, he's
yeah. And I really like get at it. I hate production. The fact that she walked out and was like, "I'm done," then they made her go back and have another conversation with them that they just broke up. Get
yeah,
out of here. It makes me so angry. So
yeah,
like that, gross. I'm glad they're broken up. I hope she finds someone who's not a trash monster.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't date anyone and gets help.
Yeah. I don't even know what kind of help he needs, but woof.
I don't know. Stop being a creep.
Start dating women your own age and start
Here's a
dating.
I'll start a new class. If anyone needs me, leave a comment. If you need it, I'll start a new we'll do a new show called Stop Being a Creep. And I'll just tell men what is creepy and not and why. And if they
Yeah.
don't understand it or disagree, I'll yell at them until they do understand. Man style. So I
Yeah.
don't know. God, he was gross.
He
Please
was
don't
really
have another Age of Attraction season 2. Do not recruit a Jorge.
no. Jorges do not need to be on any show ever. They need to be rehabilitized for society for being let out.
He needs to cool it.
Yeah.
He's gross.
Yeah.
All right. We're wrapping up on wow, we're getting close to our last of the last. Logan and Vanessa is the last couple. Boy, we'll get into them next. And then after that, be on the lookout for Perfect Match coming up next. I think we're going to cover episodes 1 and 2 first. And so you'll be able to check that out in a few weeks, probably. I don't know. I don't know what our schedule is yet. So check out our next series of shorts, Logan and Vanessa, Age of Attraction Season 1. Oh, we're here. Last but not least, Age of Attraction, short season. We're talking about Age of Attraction couples with little batches of shorts. We're on our final couple, Logan and Vanessa.
Yay, they made it. Ugh. So, okay, 49 and 29.
Still?
They're still together. Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What?
I know. I know. I don't know if they got like a weird edit or what happened because they would have been one of the last couples. I thought I didn't even think they were going to make it as far as they did.
I
The
very much did
recap,
not
they
think
got
I didn't think he even
engaged
liked her.
somehow. He
Yeah.
decided to propose. He could have just said, "Hey, let's try to work it out," but no, he went all the way. And they are still together, still doing well.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Consider me surprised.
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought he didn't really care. I thought he kind of didn't like her.
Yeah, I thought he didn't like her a lot of times.
Yes, a lot.
Like, there were so many comments that he made that I was like, "Oh, he's just."
And
I wasn't. I
sometimes
didn't know if he was gonna say yes, let alone propose.
yeah, exactly. I was confused why he was there half the time.
Yeah,
He certainly didn't seem to like her very much. And then
no,
she kept being like, "Is this the point where you dump me?" And I'm
yeah.
like, "Oh God, I don't know. Did they get married yet though? Because she's been engaged 5
Four,
times now.
four,
So
5 times. Wow. Okay.
well, this is 5 because she was
That's
4
five.
before him. So
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. They're not. Oh, they're still engaged. I don't think they're married yet.
oh, okay. Well,
He.
milestone.
So in the beginning, he seemed very iffy about her age. Like that came up before
Yeah,
he knew her age,
yeah,
and that threw her off. She obviously didn't like that.
yeah,
They get together. I think he's still a little wary about the age. She wants to be intimate with him
yeah,
ASAP. He doesn't
yeah.
seem to want that. They have a conversation. Then it happens, and then I guess everything's great from there. I don't know. It's very strange.
I think
Um,
that confused me also
yeah,
because yeah, it seemed like, oh, we had sex and like now everything's great, but then he was kind of like, is it?
yeah,
And I'm like, is it? You're there.
yeah. Well, so they meet her friend, who's I think 31, her best friend,
Yeah,
31 and 32. And so I think the friend was like, I don't think this is the right guy for you. The way he talks to you is a little the way your banter is not like doesn't
yeah.
seem great. So there's just red flag after red flag after red flag. So I
Yeah.
don't know if it was an editing thing or these two just decided, hey, you know what, let's just go for it. But they're
I'm
still
very
together, they're
confused.
still doing well. So I don't know what happened there.
Honestly, it's got to be the edit, right? Like, what the hell happened there? Because I can't think of another reason. Because they were most of the time it sounded like him trying to tell her how much he wasn't sure about
Yeah.
liking her, and
Yeah.
her giving him a dead stare of like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
And like, I just didn't get it. And then, yeah, they had, and then everything was supposed to be great. But then I was like, that he doesn't seem to treat you any better. The one that the one I wonder if people comment below if this ticked you off is him when she said something about astrology and his response was, "We don't believe in that." And some people take that as very, and I was like, that is kind of a like, we don't believe in that is kind of a to say. He said it in a playful way, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of people actually might really dog him for that, for just like putting it that way of like, no, I'm not entertaining that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was like, again, seemingly red flags all over the place from both of them. And
Yeah.
then it's like when two complete disasters somehow might, I guess, work together.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know, man. They're still
I don't
together though.
know.
God bless them, I guess.
Yeah. They are still doing well. I don't know if they planned a wedding date or have a date set yet.
Sure.
Um, I this one just baffles me all around.
I don't even
um,
know if I can say they should or shouldn't be together because
yeah,
I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't understand you from the get-go. I don't understand anything about what happened with you.
no, I don't. Yeah, either we got a really weird edit, or they just decided to say "fuck it," let's just roll the dice and see
Yeah.
what happens. I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess
Like
just your
aside
thoughts.
from Jorge and
Oh, Vanelle.
Vanille, I think they bickered the most. I would say. I don't even know if
Yes,
Jorge
I
and
would say
Vanille
so.
bickered that much. It was mostly him like speaking down to her.
Because I
But
think
I
it
would
was
say these
speaking
two
to.
bickered quite a bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I feel like I feel like they constantly just didn't like each other. So anyway, I don't know, maybe that's just their thing. Maybe it just turns into bedroom fire. We don't know.
yeah, she did say she had the 4th of July fireworks after they slept together. So maybe that would,
Yeah. Although, didn't they cut to him like her being like, that was fast, basically? And he's like, it's been a while or whatever. And like, I'm like,
it
man,
was
they
really
really
creepy
they
the way they
fucking
were
crushed.
every couple's like intimate. It was
I
creepy.
know, right? Isn't that
Like,
like, I thought that was weird too. And I
yeah,
was like, do we need this? I
no,
don't
we
want
really
this.
don't. Like it was
Yeah.
really because I think we heard John and Teresa too. That was
Yeah.
really weird. I don't think we needed to hear that.
No.
I think we probably heard Vanille and Jorge a little bit too. That was weird. Didn't need
Yep.
to hear
We
that
don't need it.
either.
We don't need any of that. So like,
No.
we can cut that out, guys. Let's just edit that out. We don't need
Yeah.
it.
It's
Gross.
why are you in the room? Why is the cameras in the room? Like, no.
Yeah, turn the mics off.
Yeah.
If
Um,
PPs are out, mics are off. Rule number one. Unless it's your own personal mics, that's okay.
yeah.
But no show cameras if things are exposed.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
need
want
to hear I don't think any of us need to hear these people moaning and
to.
groaning
I
and
don't want to hear it. I don't
it's
want. I just like I don't want to bother. I
weird.
thought it's not. It's
I don't
uncomfortable to
know
like.
who
I don't
agreeing
know.
with that idea, but just hard no for season 2, please.
Trying to be edgy. Yeah, we can. Let's just try to.
This isn't like a point. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like, and I also think like this is kind of meant to be like, I mean, it's obviously supposed to attract younger generations as well. And like, I'm pretty sure younger generations are like hardcore, not about like graphic stuff. So
yeah,
like, they're way less like sexualized in their media. So like, dial it down, Netflix.
yeah,
Get
just a
get a
little.
life.
Yeah. They
Or
don't even do that on
excuse
this
me.
line, I don't think, like, have those on by
No,
so,
no. They all like I think they actually very specifically show you that they do cut some of that. Like they're like, okay, mic's off for the night or whatever,
yeah,
like before they go to bed. Like
yeah,
they show you that they're like, okay, time to put stuff away.
yeah.
These they're like, come on.
It's gross. So,
Someone
but anyways,
meaning over there.
back
Zing.
to them. They I don't even know what to say about them.
I don't like
Congratulations.
it. But yeah, congratulations, I guess. God, I hope it works out for you guys. It feels like it's a disaster, but maybe it'll work out and they'll surprise us. But
I don't even know. It's more on him because I think she was pretty into
I think
him,
she's
I
in.
guess. But I don't know what made him change his mind. Or
I
he just
really
got
don't.
weird at it the whole time. I don't know. Because she seemed pretty consistently into him. He
Oh,
just
we also have to talk about boy. This took the chance of all chances by the like I need your promise ring back
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
And then like he was like, "Oh yeah, you started getting really mad at me." And I was like, "Yeah, bro, that's a bold move to try to
yeah,
pull that. That's just kind of maybe not nice." And
yeah,
also, he could say something very cruel to you and
yeah.
then so like don't take chances like that, guys. You may think it's funny and clever. It's not. Don't do it.
I hope
So,
people don't do that in real life. I think that was just done enough for the dramatics of the show. I hope that's not
could be,
done up in
could be.
reality. Like
Yeah,
producers might
yeah,
have been in his ear, like pretend like you're gonna break up with her and surprise her with an
yeah.
engagement. I don't
Sure.
know. Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, I hope the best for them.
At
I
least one
cannot.
couple got engaged off this show. Maybe there'll be a wedding at some point that we'll get to
Hey,
see.
and we'll see. Let's see when season 2 comes out.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed for a good one. Guys, don't lean into the like gross influencer stuff too much. Just like get regulars, get normies.
Yeah.
So, as much as possible. All right. Well, that's pretty much the wrap up on Age of Attraction. If you guys are interested in any more single comments or people on individuals that we didn't cover or whatever, I have some other thoughts that we could share. But you gotta tell us you want that content. Leave us a like or subscribe. If you like and subscribe, leave us a comment and all that stuff. And yeah, we'll be back for more short seasons coming up next. Perfect Match. We'll probably do multiple episodes of that, so it's probably not going to be a short season. So yeah, let us know what you think about the format. Just doing sort of the whole season data dump all at once. Check us out, like us, subscribe, share it with a friend. See you next time.
Bye everyone.